Okay, folks. Once again, I can't use my mobile app, but that's for a very good reason. As you can see here, I am currently in the music lab. So I'm going to be showing off the cyberwave update, and I'm currently in the new Rave Cave map. So, I can turn around, boom! There it is. It definitely gives theater. Like, if y'all remember, this almost exact tower was in the original, and then the main stage setup. Yeah, it's just been made into a fantasy variant to fit with the new update. As you saw over there, there is the new boom, the music store right here. This is where you buy all of your new tracks. Like, this one's by Puff Rose. I think he's a star creator. I think this is a moderator. And there's a ton of them. Now, I'm gonna showcase those three here in a bit. But there's also these tapes. These are like sound effects that can be mixed into your music with some of the new blocks. Like, you have tape player and the tape broadcaster for that. First and foremost, this is an entirely new tech web. Second update in a row, they've added one. But along with that, there is some existing items. So I suggest you buy these if you want additional progress here. Yeah, all these. This block is upcoming. I might make a short on that. I don't know, I probably won't. But you have dance floor, 2x2 dance floor, Butt Joe, Rose, all this stuff that was already there. Now here's where it's getting groovy. Music tech web. First and foremost, there's speakers, which will use the record broadcaster and the tape broadcaster, depending on the colors. Probably saw that over there, but these are the drum sets. Hi-hat, tom drum, crash cymbal, bass drum, and snare. Along with that, you have the drumstick, which this is actually really useful for one specific reason. It's very easily interactable with these types of blocks. Here's some of the new sounds. And then here's some of the speakers, although these ones don't do anything on offer just decoration. Here's an example of one of the new tape user jigs blocks. In creative, you put one in there, and then when you press it like this, it makes a sound, that being the cash register sound. Next up, we have these. All these things with knobs, they are FX, used in combination with the record systems, with the speakers and tapes, to amplify your music, such as speeding it up, slowing it down. These two are new. Sorry, I'm getting called. Hold on, let me down that. Alright. Echo, that'll make your music echo. Distortion. Reverb, that'll make it a bit louder. And filter, I'm not sure entirely what that does. I think this just disables any other currently active FX blocks. And then there's the metronome. This is particularly important as it will send an active signal whenever these are in use, these record broadcasters. Now, I'll go over the two gadgets that I can't really show you because I forgot to get them from the promo code. This launcher, it launches records, since you can't throw them normally. Look. And yeah, this is also the suburb record. Just as an example for now, they use an 8x8 grid to make the record cover. And for the community music, they actually did let them design their own covers for these. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Next up, we have the war horn. Sorry if there's background noise. But this will, when you raise it to your mouth, boom, it does that, which will knock players back and activate blocks. I think I could show an example with the drum kit. Yeah, look. Alright, for the last one I can't show you is the soundboard. It uses several sounds. I'll just go over them on here. Red is a red buzzer. Orange is a boom. I forget what yellow was. I think it might have been like a trumpet sound effect. This pink one down here, that is the Yeeps sound effect, classic. This dark blue one is fart. Yeah. Speaking of yay, this one right here, this lime one, is a cheering sound effect. Now, I can't really describe this one, so I just have to figure it out, and these two I forget, so yeah. But back to these. We have the metronome, beam, smoke cannon, and dance floors. These all go into each other, since if you use the metronome block, it'll activate these, and these. I'll show you all examples while I go through the map later, but yeah. That's pretty much it for this side. Record player just plays records. Record display, look, that's what those are. You put a record on it, they don't come pre on there. And yeah, that's pretty much everything new here. Oh yeah, I should go over these. Synth block, it is a synth styled sound effect block, kind of like the notebook. And the bass block, bass style sound effect. There's an area that I can showcase all four of these down there, so, and I think I already said this, but there's a missing block there, which will be added in a future lab. Sorry, I had to clear my voice. But by the way, just a bit of a disclaimer here. All these songs are made by the community, not the devs. The developer ones will be put on the tech webs. Each biome will get their music on their respective tech web, besides from Suburb, obviously. And then there's also these tapes right there. I think that air horn was one of the sound effects on the thing. This one, yeah, it's the fart sound effect that's on there. Anywho, I'm gonna showcase a few of these records up on the main stage. Let's save these two for down in the rave cave, but over there you obviously saw the shops. And then here you go, here's your main stage, main event. I'll showcase how this works. Each of them have this setup, which will allow you to toggle between two records while you're up here with other people. Keep in mind that they can't take the records off and annoy you. Here's some of the SFX broadcasters. Go over them. Woo. Kind of the alert sound effect from hide and seek. Okay. And an air horn. This one activates these smoke cannons. This one activates those party cannons. Sorry if it's lagging. I'm not sure if y'all see it, but I do. And then here's the filter and reverb. There isn't any other effects there though. But yeah, this is a good example of how the beams will work. As you can see, there's the metronome blocks. And then every once in a while these will also go off because they're metronomes. I'll just wait in the music until that happens. Yeah, look. Oh, we have reverb. No, this is this print from distortion. Oh, it's really lagging for me here. But and that kind of muffles it. Alright. Neat. Whoa, that's actually kind of cool how they set that up. There's some mini games up here, like beanbag toss, I think, and a sort of, yeah, hit the dot type thing. But you gotta pay stuffing. You gotta pay extra for a crossbow. Man, I suck. Here, let me try that again. Alright, cool. Neat. Now that I've shown you basically everything, aside from that, there's just a fan in the center here. Climbing. Nothing real interesting. Now, I should mention on lab, obviously there's no uh, cameras, but there's also no butt coin stashes, so I cannot show you those. By the way, fun thing here. Yeah, it's already playing music because those come pre-installed up there. Give you a little preview while I go over the course. There's background music. Oh crap, I forgot to grab the records. My bad, guys. But here you have the race, which will allow you to experience the glory days. Yeah, that's actually kind of hard. Oh, let me retry. Alright. Very good detailing here. You can do that. Boom. Should grab that. Dodge the spikes. Boom. Now I got stuff in court. This will help me cover the costs. Boom. This is the Rave Cave. I hope they kind of split this up before release for y'all, but I'm just gonna go over what's in here. It's even the exclusive wizard gnomes, and I think there's also DJ Frog up there. By the way, should mention on the Fantasy Tech Web, frog leg ingredient. Yes, they're back. Anywho, these can help you hit some sick moves on the dance floor. And here's the best example of the new note blocks. Here's the base. And here's the synth. And there's already a track playing. I believe it's Tag. Yeah, the one I was going to show y'all. Pretty interesting, because it also gives you another one. I think this isn't Rocket Ride. This is the one by Puff Rose, because that's his hat. Yeah. I think it's the final hider. It's called. Do that. Here's DJ Frog. These are only seen on this map, by the way. And then as the final thing, I'll show y'all the neon drum sound effects. Yeah, I can't play the drums. But yeah, this is how the dance floors will work when you're in public build on Thursday. Rapidly change color automatically, assuming that you have the metronome here active. And now, aside from just one final note before I let y'all go, is that these metronomes will fully activate these blocks. Actually, no, I think I might know how it works. So there's an input on the top that will automatically keep them active. They put on the side here, don't know which one's which, but one of these will make it on beat, like how the smoke machine up there worked. Yeah. Anywho, that's pretty much it. So, see y'all soon, whenever I make the next video. Bye-bye!